From FSN Midwest.
Battered and bruised, the Pacers saddle up once more, looking for an answer to the answer. The Pacers and Sixers on FSN Midwest. Well, that was the last time these two teams faced one another in Philadelphia. Iverson, a 5 of 23 night from the floor and only 15 points, but he hit the game winner at the end of overtime. And there are your two leading scorers in the first half. Iverson, 23 points, and Reggie Miller looks very fresh after 3 days off, and he has clicked for 14. Reggie averaging 17 points a game in the 7 games he has played this year. First half scoring leaders brought to you by Chrysler, and you see a major dip after Allen Iverson. It's a canyon with Williamson and Jackson with 4 points. There's Foster trying to tie Reggie Miller's 14, and Philadelphia with the basketball.
Canyon.
Dropping down to those next high scorers.
To the depths there.
And we'll see if the Sixers move the ball around. Iverson comes up short. Pacers start with Tinsley in the backcourt along with Reggie Miller. Jamal getting into foul trouble with 3 in the first half, although he did score 7 points in his 8 minutes. Indiana sloppy the first 2 possessions, and Iverson just whisks by.
And that was an example of what I've talked about with him. He is so quick with the basketball. I mean, he was on the defense and threw it before anybody could react.
And it is Tinsley coming off his career high 33. He hasn't played much, and still the Pacers have taken the lead, dominated most of the first half. Tinsley with Green, who has 3 personal fouls. The shovel to Foster, and it counts, and the foul on Philly. And that is the 4th on Willie Green.
This is one of those plays where Willie Green looks to be making the right decision. He comes and steps out, and the official felt that he was moving into Jeff Foster. Willie Green cannot believe it.
So this is the kind of night, and a technical foul has been called. I believe it's on Jim O'Brien.
Yeah, it's on O'Brien. And I understand why he called it. I'm not sure we had a good angle, but based on the way they've been calling the rule, he felt that Willie Green was in position having stepped out of the box. The question that I've asked with this, and you know I've asked it periodically on the air, if the guy is stepping out of the box into the offensive player, can it still then be called an offensive foul? And what happened there was no. And that's what he's asking.
As Reggie Miller misses his first foul shot of the season, and there is Green moving into Foster.
Yeah, no
Unfortunately, we can't see where he was stepping, but Jim O'Brien kind of an under-the-radar screen technical.
It sure was.
Under his breath.
Kind of did you make that call?
Yeah. But it got into the ear of the referee, and Jeff Foster continues to struggle. And there is Jim, and I think it's the hand placement. He was able to channel that right in the referee's ear. Foster 0 for 3 from the foul line. Pacers a cold start to the second half, including a Reggie Miller missed foul shot. Willie Green figures he better start shooting now before he goes out, but Jim O'Brien is leaving him in with the 4 fouls. If you're a player, how do you take that?
You better get some shots up if that's what you do.
By the way, Quinn, he's 1 for 6 from the floor. Reggie Miller, 3-ball, corner pocket. There you go.
You know what was impressive about that was the unselfishness for Austin to drive, to draw the defense. And I mean, it was a very small area, and to get Reggie that shot.
Joe Miller feeling it tonight, coming off his low of 4 points against Chicago. Iverson with a man on him, and he still hits from downtown. Allen Iverson putting on a show. He has 28 points. He is definitely going for it, trying to join Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan, the only players in NBA history to have scored 50 points in 3 consecutive ball games. Iverson with 51 Monday against Utah, 54 Saturday against Milwaukee. Kenny Thomas.
That's one of those shots Kenny Thomas can make, but you know why he missed it? Because Allen normally kind of keeps the ball, and Kenny Thomas is in no rhythm.
Crozier the fake, and he sweeps by D'Alembert, and a beauty by Austin Crozier. Returning to the Pacers after missing the last 3 games. His last ball game at Sacramento, he was Indiana's high man with 21. So Crozier getting into the flow has been very active tonight. Pacers lead is 10. Iguodala, D'Alembert in traffic. So Samuel D'Alembert, who did not start playing basketball until he was 16. He was born in Haiti, moved to Montreal at the age of 14, and went to Seton Hall, left after his sophomore season, first-round draft pick by the Sixers. And he has an incredible amount of talent. Last year, actually, he was 7th in the league in block shots with 189, making 53 starts. But under Coach Jim O'Brien this season, started the year coming off the bench. Miller with the fake, and he makes it. Reggie Miller feeling it. He has 20 points. Trying to offset what Iverson is doing at the other end of the floor, and the Pacers again by 10. Remember, the Pacers led by 17 against Philadelphia with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. But on that night, they had only 8 players dressed, and you could just see it in the eyes of Iverson tonight. He's got 30 already. Crozier has been near the basket on his long shots. The field goals he's been making have been drives. There's Iverson searching, loses Foster from underneath. Tinsley, watch out. Green is coming.
Oh, he got
That's
it.
the block.
My goodness, I thought he might have got him on the top of the head.
Tinsley getting a little greedy there, and it could turn into almost a three-point play. Tinsley had the breakaway, but he was waiting for Green to try to draw the foul with the basket, slowing down.
Boy, that's enough arm there that I think you could call it a foul. You think, Al? No, he got ball. No, he got ball. In all fairness, Willie Green just made a heck of a play.
Willie Green comes out with a Tayshaun Prince on that play. D'Alembert, 55% foul shooter. So Green, who can fly out of Detroit Mercy in his second season, is the 11th leading scorer in the nation in college and in the starting lineup. Last year when Iverson was hurt, Green got the opportunity as well as D'Alembert to get that playing time. Green actually became Philadelphia's top scoring option. Tinsley, James Jones triggers that one.
It was real flat, never got it lifted over the rim.
Pacers struggling coming out here in the second half, but they still hold the lead. Iverson looking and throws it away. So Iverson with his 6th turnover of the game. So his assist to turnover ratio tonight is 2-6. And that counts.
Sure does. Iverson was disappointed. He tried to make a play with Iguodala, and the play didn't work, and Allen Iverson was pouting about it a little bit. And then Reggie Miller got the ball and was able to get into his offensive mode before Iverson ever got to him.
And D'Alembert just can't sink a basket no matter how close, getting into his offensive mode.
But it's better to foul him because he's not a good foul shooter.
James Jones has his second. It's only the second on the Pacers. Jones looking for his first points. He's making his 6th consecutive start. Says his jaw feels fine. The shot he took from Antonio Davis in Chicago on the Saturday night. But James Jones, tough customer, shaking it off, whereas Antonio had a semi-concussion from that. D'Alembert, one more shot. He did not play in the first game against the Indiana Pacers. At that time was watching from the bench as Jim O'Brien, new coach, trying to figure out his lineup and his rotation. Pacers by 7. Tinsley, and he sweeps by Green and a beauty.
Nice job there, just anticipating where the opening was.
Overdue by Jamal Tinsley. He's got the 3 fouls. He's all over Iverson. Watch out. And it's deflected or kicked by Foster out of bounds. So Jeff Foster, always in the middle of everything, almost came crashing across the press table. And there is Tinsley swooping to the hoop. Tinsley has averaged 28 a game over his last 3. Green lets it go. And Reggie Miller makes that happen. Tinsley taking a long look. Play is called off the bench. Pacers again trying to get that double figures lead, looking to go to 13 and 11 here tonight. Tinsley stays with it. And Willie Green actually got a break there. Could have been called for his 5th personal foul, but a rough night for Green. 4 fouls, 1 for 7 from the floor. All of that packed into 20 minutes of play. We have a timeout.
There's only 2 weeks to deal on America's hottest products. For 2 weeks only, buy any new Dodge and make no monthly payments until May 2005. Or lease and pay no security deposit. Now, qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can grab a Ram 1500 Quad Cab SLT for just $199 a month. Plus, grab Dodge's 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. But you've got to get it in gear, because 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd.
At CarQuest, our people go above and beyond the call of duty to help the technician working on your car by supplying them with superior service and only quality auto parts. And with nearly 4,000 stores and over 130,000 CarQuest parts to choose from, we'll be there when you need us. CarQuest, the professional choice.
You are so cute.
No, you're cuter.
Think how adorable you are. Wish you were here.
Dude, she sounds hot. Get me on the horn.
Is someone there?
The television?
Honey, hang up the phone.
What was that? I can't believe you.
So, how about that game last night?
Yeah.
Pacers lead by 9. Jeff Foster getting off the bench, playing in his 7th game, returning from hip surgery, and he's been playing on a high level. He's had 18 rebounds in 3 games. Tonight, a season-high 14 points, even though he's still playing his way into shape, as he told us.
I got one leg under me, but I'm just trying to get the other one back under me, and you know, I'm getting into better shape every game, and it's unfortunate that we're missing guys, but it's been a benefit for me in terms of trying to get back in shape and get ready.
Well, he has been all over the floor once again here tonight, putting in some heavy minutes and helping himself to play back into shape. Crozier, Foster whips it out to Tinsley. 9 seconds still on the clock.
Nice job.
Crozier for
Nice
3.
job.
He shoots.
You take what you get there. That ball touched at least, I mean, there were 6 passes, 6 or 8 passes there in the pro game. You don't see that very often.
Well, it's Chris Rick actually sneaking in a 6th player on the floor. They're so happy to have 12 players dressed. But Austin, 3 of 10. He's missed all 4 3-pointers, having difficulty zoning in from the outside. He has not played in the last 10 days. Kenny Thomas comes up short, but there in the crowd is Foster. He's now 3 rebounds away from his 5th consecutive double-double. 14 points, 7 rebounds. Here's Crozier, where he's had the success. Oh! All the way, but unable to hit the layup.
Yeah, he was a little indecisive as to what he wanted to do, whether he wanted to dunk it, shoot it left-handed or right-handed. And so when he got to the rim, he just kind of threw it on the backboard.
Well, if he dunked it with both hands,
that would
not,
settle
yes, certainly would have settled it. Sixers are hanging around. They have Kyle Korver back on the floor.
It's the same medicine, too.
With Fred Jones, he stops, he pops. Long rebound, there's Foster. Makes a sensational save.
Jeff, I mean, that was a big-time save.
Pacers, oh, there's Foster calling for it, and he beats D'Alembert. Quick release by Foster inside. D'Alembert playing with the 3 personal fouls. And Foster and Reggie Miller, the 1-2 offensive punch here tonight. 16 for Foster, 22 for Miller. Finding that rebound is Austin Crozier. Long pass and a risky one.
Reggie got it anyway.
And Tinsley, he blows it. Indiana Pacers are definitely leaving the door open for the Sixers. And there should be a foul. D'Alembert puts the crush on Tinsley. So the Indiana Pacers see D'Alembert get his 4th personal foul, but 2 layups have been missed.
But the Pacers do a good job. You just watch how the ball is moved. Jeff gets it. Now watch. He does a nice job getting into the defender and getting that one on the glass. Now remind you, that's after he saved the ball. He gets there and he was asking for it. Dalembert, shot blocker, comes over. Foster able to get it on the backboard and down.
There's Foster as he waving somebody in. He is huffing and puffing, but playing through it. Harrison has replaced Crozier. Reggie steps away from Iverson. Swish! Reggie Miller on fire tonight. He has poured 10 of his 24 points into this third quarter. And we still have that time remaining.
It's putting a lot of pressure on Allen Iverson.
Tinsley looking for the steal and leaves Green wide open.
Yeah, he did. He almost had it, but that's the risk when you go for a steal.
67-58, Indiana. Held the lead since early in the first quarter. Sixers were up 8-4. Tinsley now isolated against Green. There's the three. And Jamal Tinsley's got to be shaking his head. What does he have to do?
You know, sometimes it goes like that. You come off a big game feeling like you just know what it takes to make it happen, and it doesn't quite stay with you. Sometimes it goes like Allen Iverson, who gets 50, comes back and gets 50 again. I mean, it is elusive. That's why when people get into those kind of rhythms, everybody, I believe, is so impressed with it.
Kevin Ollie is back in. Reggie Miller comes out for Indiana. Anthony Johnson is in. How about the shooting touch for Reggie tonight? 7 of 10 from the floor and 24 points. This one goes against number 25, Mark Jackson, who has just replaced Dalembert, left with 4 fouls. And Jackson doesn't like it. His second. Coming down to the final 3 minutes in this third quarter. Pacers trying to make it 3 wins in their last 4 ball games. With Detroit coming in on Saturday at 12:30 start. New Orleans on Friday, on Monday, beginning at 7. Well, there's a call there, 3-second violation against Indiana. And when we return, Philadelphia will have the ball.
Wednesday and Thursday only at Circuit City. All CDs are on sale for just $9.99 or less. Choose from thousands of the hottest CDs. All on sale for just $9.99 or less Wednesday and Thursday only. And while you're there, be sure to pick up a Circuit City gift card, too. It's the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Last-minute shopping has never been easier. Hurry into Circuit City today.
You're just what I needed.
On the best damn sports show, period. The stars come out for the holidays. Tiger Woods, the Eagles' Terrell Owens, former Lakers coach Phil Jackson, and country music star Tim McGraw. Plus, actors Jimmy Fallon and Charlie Sheen, comedian Drew Carey, and Serena Williams, and NBA legends Isaiah Thomas, Dominique Wilkins, Daryl Dawkins, and Julius Erving. This week at 9 and midnight Eastern.
Back to Conseco Fieldhouse, everybody. Welcome back. 67-58 Indiana Pacers. Joining me now, the very beautiful Vivica A. Fox. She's a native of Indianapolis, went to Arlington High School. Vivica, welcome to our show. We appreciate your taking time to hang out with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, too. Now, she surprised her family by coming home for the holidays, but you also took time out of your very busy schedule to hang out with the kids at IPS. Tell us about that.
Well, absolutely. You know, it's been a wonderful year for me, and that's, you know, the least that I can do is give back to the community, and IPS reached out to me so that necessary funds would be granted to the IPS system. And I just lent my voice to let everybody know to support IPS schools that they're needed. Their voice, their funds, everything is needed to make sure that they have the same advantages that other schools do.
And Miss Vivica, thank you so much for everything you do in the community.
Absolutely. Much love to Indianapolis. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Here's to a great 2005.
All right. Thanks, Miss Vivica. Back to you, Al.
All right. Thank you very much, Stacy. Shot clock down to 1. And Indiana Pacers have really stalled at this juncture, but still lead by 7.
Well, they didn't recognize the situation, and that's what Rick Carlisle noticed, because you had Fred Jones trying to beat Kyle Korver, but instead David Harrison is posted underneath. You got to see that that's the circumstances, and at that point, Harrison's got to get out of the way.
Pacers now playing with Allen Iverson watching from the bench. And it's Mark Jackson taking over. A couple of little jumpers over David Harrison. And the lead now down to just 5. Pacers led by as many as 12. Crossover for Tinsley. He gets faded away.
That's why you know that he can be an outstanding offensive player, because he can get his own shot. He can create space for himself.
Well, Tinsley lifting to this new level here offensively in his 4th season. Korver gets the double team sandwiched by Harrison and Johnson. Anthony claiming that it went off the head of Korver. But Pacers do not get the call. 11 seconds for the Sixers to shoot. There's Korver, that quick release.
Well, you can't get it off much quicker than that. But it's okay when it's not accurate.
Well, he's struggling here tonight. Only 1 field goal for Korver. Yes, it was a 3. Nice pass by Tinsley. Foster trying to duplicate that, but he'll be called for a foul. 3rd foul on Jeff Foster in Indiana right now. Just unplugged on the offensive end. Austin Crozier coming back in. And the Sixers trying to give Iverson a rest and not lose any ground here late in the 3rd. 30 points for Allen Iverson. And he'll have the last quarter to shoot for 50.
Yeah, he'll go for it too.
Oh,
Jackson's starting to feel it.
I think you got to kind of get the hands up on Mark Jackson. I'm going to drive around you from up there. And the Sixers now to within 5. Jackson, the last 2 games, has shot 2 of 13 coming into this one. And right now brings the hot hand off the bench, 5 of 6.
Yeah, Rick Carlisle said make a signal. He didn't know whose ball it was. Jamal Tinsley ended up, the ball went off his leg while he was just dribbling. Jackson feeling it.
And called for travel. So that time, David Harrison coming up on Jackson, making him make the move. And at 6'10", 253, Jackson not exactly Allen Iverson with the basketball. There are the seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Pacers have essentially gone dry here in the end of the 3rd. Crozier with a shot. And Ollie.
Boy, he went right into Harrison to get that foul. That's a veteran there. And Kevin Ollie, Harrison ends up picking up what is his 4th foul. Now watch, Ollie just drives it, and he drives it right into Harrison because Harrison is under the basket trying to block a shot.
Pacers have scored only 2 points in the last 3.5 minutes. They have gone a foul. And for the first time to the foul line this season is Kevin Ollie. This is only the 7th game he has played. He's been on the injured list on a couple of occasions. Michael Curry is in for the final 24, and Harrison takes a seat. Not David's night tonight. 4 personal fouls. And has had difficulties on the floor. And Ollie makes the 2 foul shots. So the Pacers now set up for their final shot.
Well, they'll look at Korver, and then what they did, they just switched to Ollie. So whoever's got Kyle Korver is who's going to take. Korver's in trouble here.
Tinsley versus Korver. Mark Jackson is lurking to look for some help. And Tinsley draws the foul. It's on Korver, who has his 2nd personal. So Korver, who drilled the Pacers for 7 3-pointers, including the one that tied the game with 3.7 seconds to go to send it to overtime. But he is struggling here tonight. Last shot, Tinsley against Ali. Steps back and with a second to go. It's a two-pointer, but the Pacers certainly will take it. And Jamal Tinsley showing you that soft touch. 13 points in only 20 minutes. Pacers hang on, although a drought at the end of the third.
Here's to outdoing the neighbors.
What's driving Indiana? Ford F-150. It's got the pulling power to easily merge onto 465 with a boat in tow. No other truck can pull more or haul more. Ford F-150. It's not just built for tough, it's driving Indiana. And now get $4,000 cash back plus $1,000 bonus cash for a total of up to $5,000 cash. Visit your Indiana Ford store today. F-150, built for the road ahead.
Ooh, fajitas. Ooh, fajitas. Ooh, fajitas.
There's a whole new way to look at fajitas.
Ooh, fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. Authentic carne asada steak and grilled fajita vegetables, all wrapped in a flour tortilla and grilled to go.
Ooh, fajitas.
For sizzling fajita taste, think outside the bun.
One goal. One goal. One goal.
Monday night, it's the Pacers and the Hornets at Conseco Fieldhouse. Call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS. Hey Pacers fans, the Home Court Gift Shop is the place to get this year's hot Christmas item, the Pacers retro jersey from Reggie's rookie season. Available in any player number, or you can customize it. Get your retro today at the Home Court Gift Shop. Everything a Pacer fan needs.
Reggie Miller leads the way with 23 for the Indiana Pacers. He's hit 7 of 10 from the floor. And at the other end of the floor, Allen Iverson making a run for NBA history. He has 30 points. He needs 20 here in this fourth quarter. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility for Iverson to score 50 for the third consecutive game. Been done only twice, or by two other players, Michael Jordan. Wilt Chamberlain has actually had several streaks of 3 or more. But the Pacers squandering what was once a 12-point lead, scoring only 4 points in the last 4 minutes of the third quarter. And again, Indiana struggling from downtown, 1 of 16 against Chicago, and 3 of 15 tonight. Korver looking for that 3. He's being shadowed by Fred Jones. Iverson is back in, and Kevin Ollie, who came into this game having scored 6 points all season. And we've just seen him, right, score 4 to end the third and to start the fourth. Fred Jones, Jamal Tinsley, Anthony Johnson, Austin Crozier, and Michael Curry. Pacers going small against the Sixers. And that will be Indiana ball, but they're left with 5 seconds. Pacers have not been crisp on the offensive end. Rick Carlisle tonight with 12 players dressed for only the second time this year, so a lot of different combinations on the floor together, and this is part of the process now when you start getting people back.
Just getting your rotation down, getting guys familiar with playing each other.
2 seconds, Jones in a hurry.
Offensive.
So the Pacers are rushing it, coming down to the final seconds.
Some of that, Al, is rushing it. Some of it is people starting to understand what the Pacers want to do with Fred Jones. They know they want to get him in the paint, and they stood there to protect him, protect against that.
So Rick Carlisle will rush Reggie Miller back in. Reggie's been playing 36 minutes a game, and that not actually the kind of numbers that Rick or Reggie looking for this season in his 18th year at the age of 39. Because of the situation, Reggie stepping up. No arguments. He's played 26 already tonight. Ollie is open again, and Ollie hits. So Kevin Ollie becoming the X factor for the Sixers. They were within one, and this has been going downhill for Indiana since 4 minutes were left in the third quarter. Timeout, Pacers.
It's 2 weeks to deal, where qualified Daimler Chrysler employee lessees can lease the exciting Crossfire for just $249 a month. Go on-road, off-road, or wherever your heart desires with the legendary performance of Jeep Grand Cherokee 4x4. Or arrive in style, no matter where you're going, in a new Chrysler 300. Your choice for only $249 a month. Plus, pay no security deposit. But hurry, 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd.
Get the most from DirecTV. Just add HBO and Cinemax, and you'll be adding the most top movies, the most acclaimed originals, and the most amazing array of choices. All on 10 great channels. Get the most from DirecTV. Order HBO and Cinemax online now at DirecTV.com or call 1-800-DIRECTV.
I'd like my computer to slow down. Way down. Slow.
Millions of Americans are just asking for a computer virus.
Slow.
Because they're not nearly as protected as they think they are.
Like holiday traffic.
That's why America Online now gives away virus protection to all our members. Absolutely free.
That'd be great.
Want a better internet? You belong at America Online.
It returns in HD this February on Fox.
Happy holidays from FSN Midwest.
Pacers basketball on FSN Midwest is brought to you by the Hoosier Lottery. Happy holidays from the Hoosier Lottery. By your local Chrysler dealers. And by the Governor's Council on Impaired and Dangerous Driving. Impaired driving is a crime. Designate before you celebrate.
Pacers blew a 16-point lead in Philadelphia to lose in overtime, and right now it's a 1-point game. Pacers are feeling the footsteps again.
Yeah, they really are. I thought they had things under control, particularly offensively. It appeared early that the Pacers had their rhythm, but it looks as though the Sixers have picked up what they're doing defensively and have gotten some people to help balance off some of the scoring. Jackson got it going for the Sixers, as well as Kevin Ollie.
And there is Jackson muscling inside, and the Philadelphia 76ers have the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. And right now, Pacers just being done in by themselves. 17 turnovers for Indiana, and we still have over 10 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. And it's been one after another since late in the third period. Foster gets position, and finally Pacers put 2 on the board. It's 18 points for Foster. Gets the pass from Crozier, and Jeff Foster now is 1 point shy of his career high in scoring. Jackson and Kevin Ollie off the bench have ignited Philadelphia. And we haven't heard from Kyle Korver yet, who slides in, just walks inside. And the Sixers will once again pop in front.
Talking about a slow move to the basket.
I thought that was in slow motion replay.
My goodness.
It's a sad thing for the Pacers, who still scored.
Still got there.
Here's Jones on the other end, swiftly to the hoop, and he walks in. As the Sixers watch that. Freddie Jones, 4 field goals, 8 points, and Freddie now hobbling.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's squinting a little bit, but he's been playing hurt. We'll see if we continue to do it.
My, somebody stop him. Mark Jackson, 7 of 8. You got to be kidding me. 14 points for Jackson, who hit the Pacers for 21 in their first game. This one now bounces back and forth. Again, it is Jones with the injury, the subterranean scoop. And Freddie Jones starting to light it up. He wanted more than just the 2. He's in double figures, becomes the 4th Pacer to get there. Korver, there's that quick release.
Got to break. Allen Iverson mishandled the ball enough for Fred Jones to get back to challenge it before Korver could get the ball in rhythm, get the shot in rhythm.
That rebound swept away by Foster, his 5th consecutive double-double. 10 rebounds to go with 18 points. Jones is open, so is Miller. He shoots, he scores. It's a three-pointer. Reggie goes long ball, and he has 27 points. And the Pacers by 4. And that leads the Sixers to call a timeout. Will it be Uncle Reggie to the rescue tonight? Reggie Miller, 3-ball, corner pocket.
With a smooth ride, available navigation system, and luxuriously quiet interior, the new Jeep Liberty Limited Edition makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, even when you're not. Get 0% financing plus holiday bonus cash plus a holiday cash allowance for up to $4,200 in total savings through January 3rd.
Whether you like Jack Daniel's mixed, straight, or on the rocks, there's really only one way to drink it. Responsibly.
Tomorrow on the Sports List. Bobby Orr's airborne winner. Larry Legend restores Celtic glory. The Bo Sox reverse the curse. Which is the greatest Boston sports moment of all? Find out tomorrow on the Sports List.
On the football field, no one was tougher than Iron Mike Ditka.
The most intense football player I'd ever been around.
As a coach, his passion consumed him.
High voltage temper, out of control most of the time.
His intensity turned a dying franchise into a champion.
The greatest honor was winning the Super Bowl as a coach of the Bears.
That nearly cost him his life in return.
I don't think anyone was shocked when Mike had his heart attack.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday at a special time on FSN.
Indiana behind the shooting of Reggie Miller retakes the lead from Philadelphia. Pacers the first of 3 games at home on Monday. New Orleans comes in, their only visit to Indy this season, and it's a Marsh family night. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster, including the Ticketmasters at Marsh and also here at Conseco Fieldhouse. It's the Marsh family night. That means there are packages including 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 chips, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 T-shirts for as low as $80. So
good deal.
It's a big deal on Monday night with the Hornets coming to town against the Indiana Pacers. It is a Marsh family night. Allen Iverson looks to go to work now. Tinsley, late whistle, and Tinsley's got his 4th personal foul.
I thought Allen Iverson even double dribbled the ball before Tinsley was able to get there. It was before that. Now, we'll see if, oh yeah, you know what happened? Well, he fouled him, no doubt about it, but I think Tinsley thought he had it, and then Allen has this unique ability to, in the air, to float, if you will, and he floated left.
Iverson now 9 of 12. I'll check that, 9 of 11 from the foul line. So Iverson with the big start. He had 14 points in the first quarter. If he continued that pattern, he would have sent them to 56 points.
You know he scores in bunches now. He'd have to score in a huge bunch here.
Well, he had 32 points in the second half against Utah. Now he had 51. He had 33 in the first half against Milwaukee when he scored 54. Those his last 2 ball games. Crozier makes the drive on Williamson and draws the foul. Well, the Pacers have lost the lead here in this 4th quarter, but regain it on the shooting of Reggie Miller.
First on the Sixers in the period.
Jackson doesn't like that call against his teammate, Corliss Williamson. Williamson's 3rd foul. The Sixers and the Pacers each with only 1 personal foul in this 4th quarter. Austin Crozier rejoins the lineup after missing the last 3 ball games. 90% foul shooter, 10th best in the league. Jim O'Brien has had battles against the Pacers when he was coaching the Boston Celtics. Now looks to come in here to Indy to make it 2-0 over the Pacers this year. And Crozier slides that one in. 10 points, first game back for Crozier. He's been off for the last 10 days, getting a rest for all parts of his body that have been aching and banged up. So he was holding fort with all the injuries. Jackson, there's Ali. Williamson. Iguodala steps back for the three. Swish.
He doesn't normally make shots. I mean, that's one that you got to challenge late. But I'd rather him shoot it than Allen Iverson.
The rookie scores his second field goal of the night and his 15th three-pointer. He's been shooting 29% from there. Crozier
had him right away with the shot.
Reggie Miller steps around Ali. Foster tries to get it and causes that one to go out of bounds off of Philadelphia. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Allen Iverson. Does destiny await him tonight? 18 points away with 7 minutes to go. On some nights, that's no problem. Tinsley does not get the call.
My goodness.
Well, Jamal, who is known to embellish, and Derek Stafford felt that that was an occasion, and
he was
there
right.
you see it.
He's absolutely right, because unless he got tripped earlier, there's no chance Allen Iverson touched him when he lost that one.
Well, he was tripped earlier, but that was in the second quarter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Fred Jones. And Indiana with the ball. The 1-point lead. Every game here at Conseco seems to be going down to the closing minutes and floating in. Tinsley makes up for that last sequence. 15 points for Tinsley. He is showing of late how much easier it has been for him to score. 33, a career high Saturday against Chicago. This will be an offensive foul against Philadelphia. And it's number 25, Mark Jackson, his third personal foul. Pacers with a lineup that has Jamal Tinsley playing with the 4 fouls at the point guard. Reggie Miller, Fred Jones, Austin Crozier, and Jeff Foster. Oh, the acceleration. Crozier with the fakes. Still loose, and Tinsley, a near impossible angle. How about that?
JT, boy, he really explodes, too.
Speaking of exploding, Iverson, cat-like, walks by everybody. 34 and climbing. And the Pacers with the ball. And the 3-point lead, and now starting to develop. Iverson versus Tinsley.
Yeah, it sure is.
Foster looking for Jamal. He gets him away from Iverson. The shovel to Jones. He shoots. And Iverson on the run.